So, yeah, this happened. How do I begin to explain how I got myself in this situation? What up, everybody, and welcome back to another week with me. And as you can tell by the title already, you already know that this is going to be a different video, a video where I get to show you a more personal side of myself. It's a story time. I had you guys all vote on Snapchat what you wanted to see me talk about, because a lot of you guys were asking me to be more personal on my channel. You guys wanted to see a story time, I don't know. So I'm going to give you guys what you guys asked for. And now, to tell you a little bit about myself. Hi, my name is Jessi, and I'm strange. And this is my coming out story. When I came out, I was in the 7th grade, and that's young. I just want it to be known that that's young. But I remember specifically loving Cassie. That's Bae right there. I loved her, and it was so weird. I didn't understand at the time why I just wanted to repeatedly listen to her and watch her, and why I was so attracted to her. She was beautiful. Then I started, watching South of Nowhere. If you guys remember that, hit the thumbs up button. I used to watch Degrassi, and I slowly started to see this other side, this other world of women liking women. It was very awesome, and I loved it. It was cool. So in the 7th grade, I remember specifically one day after thinking this through, I was so sure. I was like, I'm into girls. So my mom was driving me to my grandparents' house one morning before school because she had to go to work. So I was on my way, and I asked her, I said, Mom, my best friend John is gay. What do you think about that? And she said, oh, yeah, well, I mean, that's cool, right? Great. So before I got out the car, I open the door, and then I lean, I get out, and then I look at her, I'm like, okay, I'm bi. That's it. And it's sort of like, that's how I'm bi. I'm bisexual. That's how I came out in the beginning. I was like, I'm bisexual. And I don't think she got it at first. It wasn't how I came out or when I came out that it was a big deal. It was sort of what followed after. I really hate thinking about these times. Okay, so the rest of the day, I barely remember it, but I remember specifically asking my dad, did Mom tell you what I told her? And in all, they thought it was a phase. They thought, I would get over it. I don't know how long later, because again, I've suppressed a lot of these memories. They had caught me talking to a girl, all right? I'm not gonna give her name out, but this was like my first crush. Like, I loved her. I loved her so much. And they took my phone one day. My mom took my phone one day, and she read my text messages, which was petrifying. And they were obviously love messages. So all I can tell you is that hell broke loose. I was sat down in the middle on a chair, and my family surrounding me. My family meaning my mom, my dad, my grandparents. And it was like almost like I was a drug addict. They were literally sitting down, talking to me, asking me why, who this and that. And my mom was not accepting of it at first. My mom was so quick to blame somebody and blame herself. She said it was her fault. She said because she used to dress me in boy clothes when I was little, so she thought it was because of that. Then she blamed my dad's side of the family. It was ignorance. It was ignorance, obviously. They didn't know how to handle it. They blamed people. They blamed themselves. They blamed others. My dad, he didn't really say much from what I can remember. All I can remember is like him thinking, both of my parents thinking it's a phase. But like I said before, it really wasn't about me coming out that really hit me. It was more of the events that occurred after. What I can say is that, like, I'll remember driving by a church and my dad or mom, whoever would be, I'm pretty sure it's my dad would be like, oh, you need to go to church to confess your sins, and it'll just be constant remarks of like being gay or being sinning or whatever, you know, like all these negative comments. And at the time also I was a teenager, so I felt like the whole world was against me. I felt like nobody understood me, and it wasn't a great time of my life. It was actually very depressing. I went to therapy. I was going through a lot of emotions. By the way, my parents are great. My parents and I have an amazing relationship. They could have been nicer, but in all, they're my parents, and we all grow as human beings, so we're great. Oh, and I forgot one more thing. Actually, when I came out, my brother was little. My brother, he's right behind the camera and he knows the story I'm gonna say. First of all, he was too young to understand all of it, but of course, whatever problems my family has, everybody knows about it. So when I came out to my parents, he was the first one to be like, oh, what did you say? Do you remember exactly what you said to me?
I don't know, something about like, you're not my sister.
Yeah, you're not my sister, right? I knew that. Okay, so basically the word was out. I'm gay, or I'm bisexual, and I remember him specifically saying to me something along the lines of, you are no longer my sister. And it broke me. Like, I remember crying in my room, just so depressed, very upset. Brother saying that, my parents making these comments, my grandfather making these comments. It was so much. And that's what led me to depression, and that's what led me to do the things I did back then. I used to hurt myself a lot. And that's what this tattoo right here signifies. This tattoo right here, I got when I was 18 years old, and basically it means that the same wrist I once wished death upon now has the meaning of life. It's I don't know if you can see it, and it symbolizes a lot. It symbolizes my growth. It symbolizes a time of my life that I've conquered. We all go through this time in our life where we think that that's it. You know, we're drowned in our emotions and in our thoughts and in everything, that we feel like it's the end of the world. But I'm here to tell you that it's not. I'm here and I'm happy. My all of that got better. It gets better. And I think that's the beauty of my story. To all those people, to all my LGBT community out there who are thinking about coming out or are coming out, and I know it's hard. Some people have it easy, which you're blessed with if you do. And those who have it hard, just know that it gets better. Give it time. Fight through it and it gets better. Dang, that's a lot. I'm not used to being personal and emotional on camera. I'm not used to talking about that in general. That's just very personal to my heart. Those are things that I don't like to look back on. This is a very hard video for me to do. My heart is racing like crazy. I'm bad at communicating how I feel about these things. Through this video, I hope it helps. You know, we all go through hard times and obstacles in life, and I promise it gets better. That's all I have to say. That's very emotional. Alright guys, I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope this helped. I hope you got to see another side of me. Stay positive. Smiling is great. And one more thing. Know your worth. And once you know your worth, go out and get what you're worth. I love you guys. And I will see ya next week with another video.
Back it up, that ass so fat you should back it up. Stack it up, money come through, yeah, I stack it up. Add it up, done through the shit, yeah, I add it up.